We now return to Cincinnati's rock legends on Star 64. In 1976, Woodward High School graduate Reggie Calloway was attending Kentucky State University when he decided it was time to start a group of his own.
So I said, well, I want to put together one of the greatest groups of all times. So I picked all the finest musicians at the university that were really serious about making it and who had the same kind of goals and aspirations. And so more or less handpicked Midnight Star and put the group together. And then later, about was almost a year later, Vincent came up to fill in on a recording session that we were getting ready to do for a demo, and he never left. We performed in every back hole joint there was, all through Kentucky and Ohio, where we could get a gig.
Reggie took, control of the production, and things just really took off. It's when we did No Parking record at the Shed of She's studio counterpart.
Now I have to say this about Midnight Star. I've been in this business a long time. They were so well organized. They were right there every morning at 8:30 exactly. They had all the track sheets written out. They started at exactly 9 o'clock. At exactly noon, the mother came with one of the brothers or whatever. They set up card tables. They would all stop immediately. They'd all go into, it was almost like in the military. I am not exaggerating. It was the best organized recording session that I've ever seen in my life.
Before that record, it was a life and death situation. I mean, it was really do or die. We knew that if we didn't eventually get a hit, we'd have to break up. We were blessed enough to be able to dig in and really make it happen and connect with our audience. So once that was done, the sky was the limit.
I can say I honestly knew in my heart they were cutting hit records. I thought they had cut 1 or 2. They cut 5.
Freaky Soul was like a national anthem. And then there was another song, Slow Jam, which was a ballad. There was another anthem that was never released as a single, but it was so big that it would just tear the house down. So those kind of records sell the album, which is why that album sold 2.5 million records, was because they just had so many songs that they could only get if they bought the record.
After the phenomenal success of Midnight Star's No Parking on the Dance Floor album, the Calloway brothers began producing songs for other artists.
The first thing that we produced was Natalie Cole, and we did Jumpstart My Heart, which was a #1 record for her and a Grammy nomination. And then we did Casanova for Levert, which was another #1. I was nominated for a Grammy for Song of the Year on that, R&B Song of the Year. And then we did Teddy Pendergrass, another #1 record, Joy. And then the big one was Gladys Knight, Love Overboard, which won a Grammy for her for R&B Vocal Performance of the Year. So that was like 3 or 4 #1s in a row. So we were rolling. We were really blessed and really happy, and that kind of struck a great chord in us. But we still wanted to perform. We still wanted to do our own thing. After a couple of years, we got back to do Calloway. We did I Want to Be Rich, and that was another blessing for us. The conception of that song goes back before No Parking. Because right when we were doing No Parking was the time that we were really starving, and we really wanted to be rich, and the bill collectors were really handling us. One fun was, I guess, with Sir Lancelot. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Shot in Las Vegas, and we did it at the Excalibur. It was right before they completed. We almost burned the place down, the crew. Got these big torches on the side with the curtains. Okay, now let's relight the torches again. Also, the curtains catch on fire. That's all we need to do is burn this place down before they finish it.
In that video, we were riding horses. We had to take horseback riding lessons. We go to get on this horse, and this horse is huge. He's gigantic. He's like spirited, I've never rode a horse that was that spirited before. Well, we've always remained in Cincinnati because of our very strong ties to the community and family. And when you have friends that you've been knowing for years, you can walk down the street, people say hello to you. It's a very, very friendly city. You don't have to worry about a heavy star trip here. You know, it's just folks, and people really appreciate you and give you a warm feeling and a great support system.
We'll return to Cincinnati's rock legends on Star 64.
I still remember my class song from Hughes. She's the goddess we adore, our Hughes, and we love her more and more, our Hughes. Oh, we hope to keep her fame in every kind of game. Oh, praise be to the name Hughes, 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 Hughes. Why that song stuck with me, I will never, ever know. But I remember that song.